An important win, and I think it was important to finish it that way. It was a nail-biter, and we've played in 3 of them, and I think for our guys to come alive in all 3 phases in the fourth quarter and finish the game was really important. It was a team win, and I thought our guys really came through in the clutch, and we finished the game, the way that we expect to.
We've talked a lot about the defense for the first few weeks. They got a goal line stand, held into a field goal earlier, and then to finish the game like that. What does that say about the group and just kind of their stick to it?
Yeah, Jeff, I really feel like this group likes playing together. I thought that the group hung in there. There were a lot of momentum swings in the game, and with the third down penalties and some of the weird play, clock stoppages, fumble, no fumble, I thought our guys just really hung tough together. And our red zone defense was outstanding. It won us the game, and I thought our third down defense was outstanding too. We had a couple, tough third down penalties, but I thought we rushed the quarterback well today. Continue to build off that. I think the last 2 weeks we've rushed the quarterback at a high level, and but really building on our situational defense. I thought the 2-minute defense at the end of the half, and certainly the 2-minute and then red zone defense at the end of the game. I thought our guys really came together and played well.
What went into going forward on fourth there late?
Yeah, just no timeouts, and it was less than a yard, and just we feel like we had the play to finish with the ball. We were protecting 4 points, not 3, so that was part of my thought process, and I believe in our group. We came here to win, and that's what we were trying to do.
Brandon, is that one of the wilder games you can remember at the end with the 2 deflections, the touchdown, and obviously the interception?
Yeah, Sam, the entire game was wild to me. There was just so many things in that game that happened that really, I think, tested the patience of our team. I thought the connection of our team, and I think all 3 phases just really hung tough, Sam. And that's a good team over there, and they've had 3 thrillers too. And so, Kevin's group's going to fight, and it was just one of those, big-time NFL games. It felt like a playoff game out there today, and I felt like our group really had their best at the end, especially on defense.
Going back to the fourth down, just how convincing was the math there for you to make that decision?
Convincing, yeah. And the fact that he didn't have any timeouts was important, and the fact that it was less than a yard.
Not that you're surprised by Justin, but just the way he played today and just firing all over the field.
Yeah, that defense really forced him to have a commanding performance. With the amount of pressure that was on him today, there was a lot of the zero pop-out pressure, and it was on him. And for him to go 40 of 47 for 405 just shows you that he's one of the special players in the league. And we needed that today. His performance carried us through that third quarter when he got really hot. And the most important thing that he does is he takes care of the ball. No turnovers today from him in a game where he's getting blitzed almost every single play, and there are very few quarterbacks who can do that. I thought it was an outstanding offensive game plan, and I really felt like our group on offense hung tough today. It was a tough game, and we made a lot of big plays in the passing game today.
What did they say to you? What did they say to you again, challenge at the end of the first half? Take us through that.
Basically they said that because the ball didn't come out immediately, that it wasn't a fumble. So. Daniel, you get the opportunity to do the official thing afterward, and I look forward to your correspondence with him.
Now, what went on Keenan's touchdown pass? It looked like Palmer and Williams were open, and he almost sort of looked off or froze the safety there for a second.
Yeah.
It's his first career completion, I think. He made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, it was atonement. Those that have been covering the team 2 years ago, we ran it versus Kansas City. So a little atonement there for an incompletion. Keenan really throws a good football, but we've been working on that play, and I'm excited for Keenan because it really capped off one of those maestro performances for him. A career game, a record-setting game, and again, your best players play like that in a big game. It gives you a chance, and Keenan and Justin were fantastic in the game today.
What went into the decision for J.C. Jackson to be inactive for this one?
Yeah, Dan, just the coach's decision. We felt like this was the right group for this game. And really nothing more than that.
Is he going to have an opportunity to get back in the rotation?
It's to be determined.
With that decision right now, obviously a big deal with JC, is that conversation you have with
Yeah, just, we felt like going into this game that this was the group that we, wanted to play with in this game. Felt like it was going to give us the best chance, and that's what we did today. And I was really proud of the way our defense played today, especially in the secondary. We had Derwin go out there, and our guys really competed today against a good offensive group, and that group really brought us home there at the end of the game.
Do you have an update on Mike?
No updates on Mike yet.
Derwin, he had another surgery on his sergeant last month already. He looked
He's frustrated because he led with his shoulder. And he's frustrated because he's making the right football play. And so that's why he's frustrated. And if you know Derwin's one of the outstanding competitors we have, a guy that does it right, sportsmanship, the whole thing, and he was just frustrated.
How do you feel like Thule played? It feels like he's really come on here.
Yeah, Daniel, good observation. I think you and I talked about it during training camp that we felt like he had a chance. But he just does a lot of things that winning edge players do. He can rush the passer. He's rugged in the run game. We can move him around. And, he's got a big-time motor. You see that motor get him to a lot of the plays. And he's been around the quarterback a lot this year, and we're going to continue to need him to step up in that way.
Did you guys anticipate that his strength would translate this quickly in terms of how he's bull rushing and NFL tackling?
I felt like when we got him in pads, we felt like he had the snap in his hands. He's got quick hands. They get on you quick, and they're heavy. And so, his best football's ahead of him. There's still a lot for him to learn, a lot for him to improve on, but, he's making plays out there for us.
You mentioned maestro performance from Keenan. What allowed him to do what he did?
Just that chemistry with him and Justin. I think the ability for Kellen and our offensive staff to formate things, to really get him in premium positions and allow him to make a lot of decision-type routes that make him really tough to defend. And he's just so good at understanding leverage and attacking different coverages. And today, you need a guy like him that's a security blanket for the quarterback when there's that much pressure. And he was just fantastic. He was good running with the ball after the catch. Level 1, level 2, got, through a pass. Just it was one of those complete performances and, part of Chargers history today.
Sorry if you're asked this already, but obviously the plan today was putting a bunch of bodies on Justin Jefferson doubling
Yeah.
a lot. How did you feel like the plan was executed? Obviously, it was a long touchdown on this tackle.
Yeah, we were trying. We were trying to mix it up. Like I said, there's a reason why he's so productive. Everyone's trying to engineer their thing around him. I thought our guys competed. I thought he had to beat us today. And that's what we wanted, was for him to have to beat us. And I think what our group did, Daniel, today is they hung tough. Like that group in the secondary today hung tough, and they played their best in the red zone. And I love the way we played on third down as well, outside of a couple penalties that I think we can learn from. But I think we can build on this performance. And, hats off to Justin. He's a hell of a player.
You're going to face quite a bit of public backlash over that fourth down decision. Obviously, it could have been different. But how do you explain just the motivation for doing that? And have you been affected at all by how people react to some of those decisions that are a little bit unconventional?
No, if I would have been affected, we wouldn't have gone for it. We would have punted it. It was fourth down and less than a yard. They had no timeouts. And I believe in our offense. I believe in our offensive line, our tight ends, our quarterback. I felt like we had a good play for what they would be in, and it didn't go down. We were protecting 4 points, not 3. Again, if it was a 3-point game, that would have been a different decision. And so I felt like our defense could play the way it did down the stretch. And, again, I've got full confidence in our group. It's your job as a head coach to make sure your team knows you have belief in them. And, I think we came here to win. It was a tough road game against a team that made the playoffs. So we were trying to go win the game. And, I make no apologies for that.
Did you think about a scheme pick?
Of course.
Why not? Was it a look what they were doing in the front?
Yes.